I hope you guys are ready to get into episode number 11 of season 1 here. We are almost done with season 1. I know it has taken a little bit for us to get through this season, but hopefully we'll be able to get through it quickly and then through season 2 quickly as well. I'm getting ready for season 2 because we'll be back in the Champions League. Unfortunately, we are in the Europa League right now, but we are into the semifinals of the Europa League, facing Stade Rennais in our next matchup, which will be in this episode. We're going to play 4 big games. Inter Milan and Juventus up first, which are massive for the Serie A standings. And then 2 against Stade Rennais as well. We will probably simulate the Genoa game. And then we will be into the final episode where we will have 3 Serie A games and then potentially a Europa League final. Hopefully a Europa League final. We will go ahead and go check out the standings right quick. Obviously, in the Serie A, we play Inter, then we play Juventus. First and second in the league. So if we can win those games, that will be massive for us. And we will potentially put ourselves in position to win the league. And then in the Europa League, like I said, facing Stade Rennais, but Liverpool are facing Athens over on the other side, and I'm going to just assume that Liverpool are going to win that. So a matchup between Milan and Liverpool for the Europa League final would be absolutely insane. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this game right quick. Inter Milan up first. We do have to simulate a few days. I'm going to try to adjust the training plan to make sure all of our first team players are fully fit, as they're a little bit tired right now. We got 3 days between our last game and our next game, so kind of unfortunate. And as you guys, if you don't know, if you haven't followed the career mode up to now, we've got Pulisic and Rafael Leao on the bench, not even on the bench, reserves, injured, out for pretty much the rest of the season with broken toe injuries. So we're having to rock with, a little bit of a rotated lineup. We're playing Okafor out on the left, which is not his usual position. I don't know if he's ever played left wing in his life, but I don't really want to play Chukwueze out there. He's left-footed. I just don't feel like it's going to help us that much. And his stamina is also pretty terrible. And then we've got Elise out on the right side. We brought him in to replace Pulisic, and he's done well over there, but, still losing 2 wingers is not great, especially both left-sided wingers. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this game with this lineup. Inter Milan, I'm sure, going to have a very, very, very good lineup there. Bastoni in defense, obviously a solid defender, and Sommer in goal is definitely going to be hard to get past, but their attack is equally as terrifying as the rest of their team. So you guys saw the lineup we're going with. Pobega in midfield instead of Loftus-Cheek. Let's get into it. Theo Hernandez over the top. We do find Okafor. Going to try to make a turn. Does make a turn. And continues to push forward. Jimenez. Easy goal. 4 minutes in. A cutback goal. We score a good amount of them, but not a lot of them. But the CPU scores a lot against us, so I'd never feel bad about it. That's 1 goal ahead 4 minutes into the game against Inter Milan. Wow. Great cross from Issy to Carlos Augusto, who does get a shot away. Magnan with the save just a few minutes later, so Inter pushing right back onto us. Attacking well. We're going to get a tackle in here, though, with Reinders on that corner, and it's going to be called a foul. Okay, so the ref may not be on our side. Feels like it's always that way. And that's going to be a goal. All right, so first 10 minutes of the game, both teams with a goal. Basically back to 0-0 now for the next 80 minutes. We got Pobega breaking down the wing. Oh, what a header that nearly was. Okafor found at the back post. But sort of good defense by De Vrij. He was kind of just standing in the way. Didn't really know much about it, but unfortunate. Calhanoglu inside to Barella. Good move there to get around one of our defenders. Martinez pushing forward here. Just trying to stay in front of him with Theo Hernandez. Didn't do so very well, but Magnan comes out and makes a crucial save. We've got Okafor now breaking down this wing. We know he's got pace, but can he find a way to get around some defenders? Reinders with the shot. Okafor now back with it. Gonna look for Pobega. Oh, nearly a great shot. We're gonna let that one run out for a corner. Bastoni gets in the way of that shot very well. Bastoni is a player I would love to bring into this team at some point, but probably wouldn't be a realistic move going from Inter to AC Milan. Oh, Olise off the post. And it looks like they're going to be able to clear it away. All right, well, we give up a silly foul on the edge of the box. They're going to have a free kick here. Tamori standing on the line, sending it just over, is Calhanoglu. Theo Hernandez sending the ball down this wing to Okafor. Don't love our options. I wish that would have gone more towards Pobega in the middle of the box. That one does. Don't love that option either. Reinders going to find a pass to Okafor. Jimenez to Pobega. Pobega with a shot and gets around the keeper. What is Sommer doing? 55 minutes gone. We get a 1-goal lead back in this game, 2-1. Big-time players make big-time plays, and Pobega is the absolute description of that. And wow, I mean, yeah, Summer, I guess, you know, it's a really good shot by Pobega, to be fair. Summer could have maybe done a little bit better, but that's a hard shot to stop, so I'm perfectly happy with it. Glue's kind of skipping past Theo Hernandez there, sends in a cross. Kalulu does well enough to get it out to Pobega. I'm trying to get on a break here. Need Elise to start making a little bit better of a run. We're going to look for him inside. Nice touch. We're going to look for Okafor. Oh, great shot. To be fair, Summer does well there. Elise is still fighting for it, but not sending in a great ball. There, Hernandez finding Okafor again. Jimenez now with it. Going to be able to find Reinders, who finds Pobega again. What is going on? Pobega with his second goal and gives us a 3-1 lead. And Summer, that one I think is on him. We'll take another look at it again right quick. Reinders finds the ball inside of Pobega. And yeah, that goes in between Summer's legs and pretty much towards the middle of the goal. Yeah, it doesn't really take a deflection either, so I don't know why he got tripped up with that one, but terrible goalkeeping there. 3-1 lead, 2 goals ahead, 10 minutes left. I think we can hold on to this. We've been playing pretty well defensively, and we're going to get in a few subs here. I think Chukwueze coming on for Elise, Loftus-Cheek coming on for Pobega, and Giroud coming up top for Jimenez. Okafor not able to find a pass down to Theo Hernandez, who was making a run, but we're already into added time now. Benacer with a great tackle in. Okafor, we're going to try to abuse his pace if we can. I see Chukwueze at the back post. What a ball. Not a great header, but that should be the end of the game. And that's a 3-1 victory. 3 points in the bag. We should be level on points with Inter Milan now, and we've beaten them in both games, so we should go ahead of them in the standings as well. Yes, sir. We're back into second. Level on points with Roma and Inter Milan. 1 ahead of Juventus, 2 ahead of Napoli. The race at the top of this table is insane. And I think technically we're below Roma on a head-to-head matchup, and we're above Inter on head-to-head matchups. So I'm guessing that's how it works in Serie A. We all three have 20 wins, 8 draws, 5 losses. The only difference is the goals scored and allowed. But we are putting ourselves in position to finish in first place, and at least to finish top 4, but obviously with 5 teams fighting for 4 spots, you never know what's going to happen. So moving on to the Juventus game, they have, of course, a very good lineup as well, going with the same formation that Inter run, which is like the 3-5-2 maybe formation that it's looking like. Moise Kean up top with Milik. Decent strikers, but hopefully our defenders can hold them. The midfield is where they're making their money, though. Goretzka, Locatelli, Rabiot, pretty solid 3 right there, as well as defense, with Szczesny in goal. Pretty solid team, just overall. And then, of course, we're going to go with the same lineup. No need to change anything from that last game, so let's get to this one. Juventus with a corner, 4 minutes in, almost 5 minutes now. They're going to swing it in. We don't get to it. Moise Kean sends it well wide of the post, though. Benacer, we find a ball through to Jimenez. Makes a decent turn, gets around one defender, and sends a ball to the back right corner. 1-0 lead over Juventus. This episode is going much, much better than the last. If you didn't get to check that one out, go check it out. We fell apart. Lots of losses and draws in that last episode. But we're starting off this one very, very well. I don't want to speak too soon, though, because we're only, a third, or not even a third, a fourth of the way into this game so far. So we need to, calm down a little bit. Milik inside to Moise Kean. Oh, nice cut back. Magnan with the save. 22 minutes gone. If Magnan can give us some saves like that, that would be very, very helpful. I feel like Juventus is going to get a few decent shots away in this game. Chiesa getting a pass to Goretzka. Chiesa is probably the player I'm most worried about on their entire team. Rabiot just moving forward. Reinders getting in a tackle, getting in another, and luckily not giving away a foul. Ooh. Right here at the end of the first half, Reinders with an excellent tackle. Jimenez, nice move to get around one defender. Right-footed shot. It takes a deflection off Gatti, and it will find the back of the net. 2-0 right here at the end of the first half. Santiago Jimenez with a first half brace. And what a deflection it was. Keeper probably would have been able to get a hand to it. Yeah, maybe. Might not have. It was a pretty good shot, but the deflection sends it in, and we will happily take a 2-goal lead here. Goretzka pushing forward, going for a shot. Tomori does get a foot in, but it will go out for a corner. 55 minutes gone now, and it looks like they're going to take this corner short here to Goretzka, who's making a couple moves, gets around Reinders very well. Does he have anywhere else to go? Not really. Tomori will get it. And we're just going to clear that one down the field to get out of danger. Corner gets swung in. Theo Hernandez clears it away. Moise Keane ends up with it, though. Finds a pass to Milik. Oh, what a tackle by Theo Hernandez. But I can't get it away. Kostic with a shot. Maignan with the save. We are on fire today defensively and attacking-wise as well. They're going to take this corner short again. They're going to find Chiesa and Reinders. Again, we're just going to clear this one away if we can. Whew. All right. Another save by Maignan off of that free kick there. This second half has been all Juventus, pretty much. They're going to take this corner short yet again. Chiesa this time skips past Reinders. Finds a way inside. Reinders does well. Going to try to pass this one out this time, and we find Elise. And we're going to pass it around the back for a few minutes. Elise now with it, pushing forward. Finding a pass inside. Jimenez. Easy finish. Hat trick. Santiago Jimenez. 74 minutes gone. We have officially wiped the floor with Juventus, and we will get 3 points and potentially find ourselves in first place in the Serie A after this game. And we will be able to do so. 3-0 win over our fierce rivals Juventus in the Serie A. Not much of a competition, this one. And that game does see us to first place. Roma lose their game, or their 34th game of the season. Napoli up to 69 points. Inter Milan win their game, but of course we beat them both times this year, so we're ahead of them now. We move on to our midweek game against Stade Rennais. We do get a transfer offer here for Luka Jovic from Inter Milan, actually, which I'm not opposed to letting him go to Inter because he's not that great. I don't think he would ever really hurt us later on. I will go ahead and delegate this. I'm going to ask for $30 million if we can get it, which is definitely way more than I would spend on him. And then we will go down to 28. And if they'll give us anything in that range, then we'll happily accept it. And then we've got, of course, our youth squad monthly report. Nobody's really good enough to call up just yet. But we might call up someone just so we can complete our objective of signing 3 players, technically. And I might bring up this goalkeeper and try to send him out on loan at the beginning of the next season. Another offer in from an Italian side for Luka Jovic, Bergamo Calcio. Atalanta in for him this time. We're not going to ask for $50 million. We'll ask for the same thing, $30 million. And if they can give us that, then we'll happily accept. We'll just go up to 29. And yeah, he's definitely, to get him over his market value is great. And we've got even better news here with Rafael Leao getting cleared from injury, which is great news considering the fact we've got at least still a few games remaining. Hopefully we'll be able to get him back within the next week or so we could have him for the next episode, and especially for the Europa League final if we make it there. Stade Rennais' lineup will go as follows. I'm not familiar with many of these players, but it looks like their most dangerous player is Due out on that left mid position. He has 6 goals for them in 12 games in the Europa League, so we're going to definitely try to keep an eye on him. We're going to go with the same lineup again. I mean, seriously, no reason to change it at this point. They're playing well together, and they're getting us results, so we're going to go ahead and get into this Europa League fixture, hopefully find ourselves moving on to the finals of the Europa League. Not after this game, but of course after the next one. Due holding off Pobega in midfield. Calamundo luckily passes it back. And we're going to get the tackle in with Benacer. We actually could get on a break here as well. Elise pushing forward. Yeah, ran out of room. No one was really making a run for us. Reinders getting in a tackle. And they're going to turn it over. Pobega pushing down this wing. Looking for a pass inside. We're not going to find anyone. We do get the ball out here with Benacer, though. Who does find Reinders. Going to go for an early shot. Mandanda with the save. And they're going to keep it in. And it does not go out for a corner or a goal kick. Laz on the edge of the box. Doing well to get around some defenders. Takes a shot. Sends it well over the bar. Best chance of the game for either team so far. 33 minutes in. Kalulu with a bad pass. Due now with the ball through the middle to Calamundo. Theo Hernandez. As soon as I moved Tamori over, I was like, yeah, they're going to pass this one back inside. But Theo Hernandez tracks his man well and is able to knock that one out for a corner. 38 minutes gone now. They're going to take this one short. Making a couple moves. Reinders trying to get the ball. Doesn't do so successfully. Blas now looking for someone inside, but Calabria is going to take hold of it. And we'll be able to move forward. Okafor with a great tackle here. Jimenez, not exactly the pass I was looking for. I'm going to try to find Pobega over the top. We do so actually very well. Going to look inside early for Jimenez. Oh, couldn't slot the ball through to Reinders. And unfortunately, that's probably been our second best chance of the game. We have not done anything going forward. But luckily for us, neither have they really. And I'm trying not to speak too soon here. Quinones pushing forward. Kalulu getting in a tackle will clear this one out. Okafor is going to have Teo Hernandez making a run. Jimenez, great touch. Oh, wow. Maybe a little bit too much power behind that one. Sends it well wide of the bar and post. Reinders getting in a tackle. Lands at the feet of Okafor, who has that rapid pace. Oh, and gets barely tackled. I was trying to get a pass inside or a cross over the top, but neither one formed. 72 minutes gone. Let's go ahead and get some subs in. I don't really know who I want to take off. Everybody's been playing like decently well. Elise will get off for Chukwueze, I guess. And then, yeah, I guess we'll take Pobega off for Loftus-Cheek. That's about the only other thing that can make sense right now. Okafor and Jimenez are trying to get a tackle in here. Okafor goes too much for that tackle, or goes too hard for that tackle. Does end up with a yellow card. Not a great situation with 15 minutes left. Benacer, great interception. Jimenez, we're going to have Teo Hernandez over here. Chukwueze, that was about the only option I could really find. Jimenez going to go for the shot. Wow. Very good effort. Mandanda with another good save. I'm actually going to take out Jimenez right here and bring on Giroud and see if we can't find Giroud for a header on this corner. Look in the middle of the box for him. We're going to switch to Giroud right there. We're going to swing it in. Get Giroud in position for it. Doesn't actually end up going towards him at all. And Tomori does find it, but still got possession at least. Reinders, Benacer. Teo Hernandez was offsides, I believe, and they're going to be able to pass this one around. Teo Hernandez inside to Benacer. Loftus-Cheek trying to find Chukwueze. I don't think we're going to be able to break the deadlock here. Looks like this game will probably end up 0-0, which is not the worst result away from home. Calabria, if we can get an attack, we might be able to push forward. Chukwueze inside. Yeah, not a great effort there, but 0-0, not the worst result. We'll go to the next game. Basically, we just need to win. So, not a bad result. Looks like Liverpool and Athens actually drew their first game as well, 2-2. So, I mean, it's anybody's game right now. We could see Athens and Stade Rennais in the final instead of Liverpool and Milan, but we'll see. Next game, Genoa in the league, 71 points for us, 34 for them. I believe they're sitting down in the lower end of the table, 16th place. So this is a game that we are going to simulate. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, we will make a few changes. I'm going to try to get Chukwueze a game. He's been playing pretty decent. Pobega will stay in midfield. And yeah, it's tough because we pretty much have to play our best players. T.O. is going to get a start. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Simulating games is tough. Sometimes I wish I didn't do it. Sometimes I'm like, well, I kind of need to progress the career mode forward. I try to keep my seasons about 12 games long, so that's kind of why I'm trying to, simulate some games. They definitely have some solid players, though, Genoa, so it's going to be a tough test. We'll see if this lineup can get the job done, though. We'll simulate the game, and we get a 2-0 win. Benacer, Jimenez with goals. 0 for Genoa. 3 points in the bag. And it looks like the offers for Jovic have come back. We will get 30 million from Atalanta and only 29 from Inter, but I'm just going to accept both offers, and he can decide which team he would like to go to. He's not going to get playing time at either, I don't imagine, so it's not really going to make too much of a difference for him, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and get into our final game of the episode. Get the lineup back situated. Okafor back out on the left wing. Pulisic is still hurt, but Rafael Leao should be coming back soon. Hopefully very soon. It would be nice to have him for the final few games. We'll get Kalulu back in defense for Tial, and then this lineup will stay the same. Again, they've been winning games for us, which is all that matters. And it looks like Rennais will go with pretty much the same exact lineup, so let's go ahead and get into this one. You guys saw our lineup. A big game here. This is for a trip to the Europa League final against probably Liverpool, but maybe Athens. Elise over the top. What a ball. Jimenez, can he get there? Sends a chip over the keeper. 3 minutes into the game, 1-0 lead over Stade Rennais. Jimenez is an incredible striker. Mandanda should have definitely come out to get that ball way early. I mean, we sent it pretty far over the top. I think it lands inside the box, not too far in front of the 6-yard box. So Mandanda makes a mistake, and we make him pay with Jimenez. And what a shot that is. I mean, nobody in the world is saving that shot. Reinders over here to Benacer. Benacer down to Pobega. What a sliding challenge from the Stade Rennais defender. Stade Rennais pushing back forward, though. Calamundo with the ball. Finds a pass to Quinones. Finds a pass back inside. I thought Tomori was going to be able to get in the way of it, but Calamundo levels this game at 1, just 17 minutes into the game. Oh, Elise getting in a tackle in a dangerous position. Jimenez sending it just over the bar. I was going to try to wait for a pass for Okafor, but he just wasn't making the run quick enough. Sabali inside to Blas. Blas making a move around Teo Hernandez. Oh, and scores a great goal. Unfortunately, Teo Hernandez just got really done there. I mean, that just was really bad. Pullback move, drag back move, I guess, and then a great finishing off the post as well. Unfortunate. Calamundo finds a ball through to Doué. Wow, Magnan has to make a save. All right, so after our first goal, Stade Rennais has been all over us. There doesn't look like they're trying to stop scoring anytime soon. They take this corner short. Doué gets tackled by Elise. They're still going to end up with the ball, though. Pobega is going to have Elise on a run out here. I believe he's going up against his former teammate, Tyreek Mitchell of Crystal Palace. Pobega inside to Jimenez, going for the early shot. Maybe should have taken our time just a little bit. And Danda makes a great save. 41 minutes gone in this game now. Looking inside, Jimenez. Damn, nearly a goal. Reinders swinging it in again. Jimenez again getting to it, but sending it over the bar this time. Into the second half we go. And Teo Hernandez taken out by Blas here. Red card immediately shown by the referee. And again, I know this is something that happens a lot, but it seems like a glitch almost. There's just, the AI are so aggressive on ultimate difficulty. And I believe that is what leads to a lot of these red cards, but hopefully it works out in our favor. Reinders gonna find Pobega. Great passing by the boys, but a great save by Mandanda. And unfortunately clears it away as well. Elise pushing forward. We're gonna have a pass through here to Reinders. Reinders left-footed shot, left-footed finish. 2-2, 56 minutes gone now. Reinders finally finding himself a goal. He's been in some good positions in the past few games, but hasn't been able to score. And finally breaks through. And that's going to be a third goal for Stade Rennais immediately. Doué finding himself in the middle of the box with the ball. AI just not tracking him defensively. A decent cross in. We try to clear it away. Terrible clearance. And then Tomori steps up. Doué is wide open. No way! That is a foul, ref. Tomori holding off one of their players. And then they call the foul on the tackle. We're going to get Kalulu on the line to stop this ball. And Stade Rennais swing it in, and it is an absolutely perfect free kick. 77 minutes gone. Bourgeois, I don't know how to say his name. I mean, that Lionel Messi couldn't even score a free kick that good. That is just absolutely insane. And a terrible, terrible call by the referee, and that might send us out of the tournament. Okafor inside to Jimenez. We find Pobega. Wow. Almost get one back immediately. We need 2 goals in 10 minutes, and I just don't know if we're going to be able to find it. Elise is going to swing this one in. Teo Hernandez gets to it, but sends it well over. Good tackle. Jimenez by himself, though. I mean, we just don't have anybody pushing forward. Elise trying to skip past their players, but not getting called for a foul, or not a foul getting called for him. And unfortunately, I think this is pretty much where it ends. We're going to get a tackle in here with Reinders. Okafor is going to actually be able to skip past his man here. Going to look inside for Jimenez, who finds Elise, who actually will find a goal for us. Okay, there's like 1 minute left. There's no way we're going to score here, but we have a chance. Elise gives us a lifeline. Let's go ahead and bring on Musa. I know it's going to waste some time, maybe a few seconds. We need to bring someone on to make a difference. We need to try to get a tackle in. I just don't think we're going to be able to. Reinders nearly gets one in. And another one. We're not called for a foul. What is going on? That's going to hit his arm. Oh my gosh, that is so frustrating. We are going to have to try to get on a break. I just don't know if we're going to be able to. Yunus Musa down here, though. and they're just going to let them score. Stade Rennais 5-3 over Milan here in Milan in Italy. And their team is going to go crazy. That means we will not be reaching the Europa League final. And we will be losing to the hands of Stade Rennais. What a cross this is. By Borjat Ginam, sure. And just nobody defending. Terrier with an incredible header. Top right corner. Magnan has no chance of saving that one. And we are knocked out of the tournament. Referee blows his whistle. 5-3 Stade Rennais. And when you look at the match facts, it's pretty disappointing. They had 7 shots. 7. And 2.4 expected goals, and they end up with 5. Versus our 11 shots with 2.3 expected goals and only 3. And of course, Liverpool do move on. They beat Athens 2-0. Our defense absolutely failed us in our final game of this episode. In our final game of the Europa League in this season. And unfortunately, the board will not be happy with that. We really need to win the Serie A now. We've got 3 games in the final episode, which will be released hopefully very soon. 3 teams that are very beatable. Cagliari, Torino, and then Salernitana. So, really, it's in our hands. As long as we do not mess up at the hands of a weaker opponent, we should be fine. All 3 of those teams are in the bottom half of the table, so... very disappointing to see there, boys. I'm sorry about the result, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. I will leave you here on the squad stat screen to round off the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.